This is IFV, the web space with your dose of business and financial news. In full view, we're making your business our business.
Welcome to In Full View. I'm Marcella Palmer. We're bringing you the week's medium and small business news from the NASDAQ market site in the heart of New York's Times Square. Our top story, the automobile sector is once again the center of attention. Shares of Toyota and some of its partners tumbled after the automaker's decision to suspend sales of some of its best-selling vehicles due to problems with a faulty accelerator. As the giant Japanese automaker faces the effects of a massive safety recall, tiny Dutch luxury sports car maker Spyker takes the checkered flag. Shares of Spyker skyrocketed this week after coming to an agreement to buy Swedish auto group Saab from General Motors for $74 million in cash and $326 million in deferred shares. Spyker's CEO Victor Muller plans to pump new life into a sagging Saab.
What we need now is to execute the business plan. In as much as we love the brand, it's all about making cars that people want. And I think that particularly with the new 9.5 behind me, we have a new car that will be selling like hotcakes because it's a beautiful product and it's a real Saab. The 9.4X that is coming, I think we're looking at a tremendous development of that car in the marketplace as well. And then over time, we'll see the new 9.3 come up and whatever other products that we can think of. I think that the company looks to be in good shape, let's say 2 years down the road. I think that the main thing that has basically caused the sliding sales of Saab is that Saab to some extent lost its DNA. And if there's one thing that we need to do in the coming years is bring that DNA back into Saab, to build Saabs rather than non-Saab Saabs. And I think that we'll see the results of that pretty soon. But one have to bear in mind that the development time between the moment that one conceives a car and the moment that it's on the road, it's about 2 to 3 years minimum.
The resulting company will be called Saab Spyker Automobiles. The transaction is subject to the execution of a €400 million loan with a European investment bank. And now here's Shay Maltzby with the Index Performance Outlook for the week ending Friday, January 29th, 2010.
The NASDAQ closed the week down approximately 2.6%. The Russell 2000 is down about 2.4%. The Russell Microcap Index is down close to 2.2%. The S&P Midcap 400 closes down roughly 2.6%. And Canada's S&P TSX Midcap ends the week down near 2.4%. And now here's Marcella Palmer with the market playing field.
Thanks, Shay. Millions rushed to Haiti's aid in reaction to the devastating earthquake, working through charitable organizations to get help to the people now so desperately in need. Among those organizations lending a hand, Shelterbox, provider of shelter and survival essentials, is delivering 2,100 of its shelter boxes, which holds a 10-person tent, blankets, multi-fuel stove, crayons for children, and more. For additional information, take a look at www.shelterbox.org. 15-year-old Oxfam International is distributing 60 tons of water, sanitation, health, and shelter equipment in Haiti. Oxfam says it has already reached 85,000 people and is working to help over 110,000. For more information, visit www.oxfam.org. 63-year-old UNICEF, in addition to helping Haiti's children who've been lost or separated from their families, is distributing its basic family water kits, first aid kits, school in a box, and early childhood development kits. Visit www.unicef.org for more. New Jersey is home to many pharmaceutical and biotech companies, from the very large to small. We spoke with one of these biopharmaceutical companies, Unigene. IFV's Feivel Rothberg has more.
My name is Warren Levy, and I'm president and CEO of Unigene Laboratories. I started the company about 30 years ago. We started out as a contract research company. We did research for the pharmaceutical industry for a number of years, and then we got involved in our own research programs that we started funding on our own behalf. We went public in 1987. We've been a public company ever since, and we've generated revenues through product sales most recently and also licensing. Most of the world's largest pharmaceutical companies are based in New Jersey, And since we started out life as a contract research company, performing contract research for pharma companies, we realized that this would be the most appropriate location. Unigene's focus is in the area of peptide drugs. Peptides are small proteins that normally float around in the body, and they have very useful purposes. They are very effective biological agents that may control certain aspects of life, metabolism, and our goal is to develop these types of drugs as new medications because they're more natural. There are typically fewer side effects associated with them. And we've also utilized similar technology to develop technology related to the ability for the body to grow new bone at specifically targeted locations that we call site-directed bone growth, which would be a technology that would be minimally invasive to the patient and would allow the physician to target a particular bone that has been fractured or that has been compromised and grow natural bone in that precise location. That's a program that's still relatively early stage. We hope to be in man this year. We have one product, it's Fortical, and it's doing quite well. At last report, according to the Pharmaceutical Prescription Service, IMS, we had almost 50% market share in the nasal calcitonin market with Fortical as recently as just a few months ago. Unigene's revenue in 2008 was about $16 million. Since that time, Fortical continues to hold its own in the U.S. marketplace, and we'll be coming out with our numbers for 2009 shortly.
According to its website, Unigene has 10 peptide products in the developmental pipeline. That's all for this week from the IFV News team. Thanks for joining us from the NASDAQ market site in the heart of New York's Times Square. Be sure to check back every day right here at ifvnews.com for the latest on what's happening around the globe in the medium and small business world.